On the 21st of May, we will be moving in to Gemini season. So the sun moves into Gemini, and that's our Gemini constellation there. So what does that mean? Well, Gemini itself is ruled by the planet Mercury, and Mercury was the messenger for the gods in Roman mythology. He also was the god for things like merchants, mischief, trickery, thievery. Communication was key as well. And then in the natal chart in astrology, Gemini sits in the third house, and the third house has themes in it just like that, really. Communication, merchants, sales can sit in there. This is where, your mind is very active, and your mind sits in there. It's a really curious house. It also has themes in it around siblings as well, and how you play and communicate with your siblings. So there's a bit going on there with Gemini. So the energies that you can expect to feel, you may feel more curious, you may feel like you want to learn more or take on maybe some short courses, nothing too deep though, that's more of a Sagittarius thing. Gemini is very more information the better, doesn't necessarily mean to be deep information, if that makes sense. Talking sits here, voices sit here. So lots of talking, reading, sights, sounds. Look, it's a really ideal period for socialising, communicating, talking late into the night with friends, catching up with siblings, of course, as I mentioned. Great time for sales. Great time for road trips as well. You may feel like that's what you want to do, and really mental activities, because as I said, it's definitely really smart and curious sign. It's an air sign, and it rules the mind. Okay, so there's quite a few things there that are happening. And if we move to tarot, the tarot card that represents Gemini is actually the Lovers, which may not be too much of a shock because we've got two figures here, and the Gemini glyph is the twins. In fact, you can see, it looks like two people in the constellation there. So why the Lovers, other than the fact that there's two of them on there? Look, the Lovers is actually a card of decisions. It's relationships for sure, but it's usually when that comes up in a reading, it's around a decision, and you need a lot of information for that decision. You need the right information. Another thing with this card is that if you have a look, this is the Rider-Waite traditional sort of picture. He's looking really quite confused. She's looking up in the air, why doesn't he listen? Why doesn't she understand, sort of thing. So there's not a whole lot of good communication depicted in the card itself. So it is a card of communication. It can mean that. It can mean aligning the perceptions and making decisions around that as well. So that's why the Lovers represents Gemini really well. And then representing in tarot Mercury is the Fool. The Fool, one of my favourite cards, really. The Fool is like the traveller. He's all set off there for his trip, and Mercury rules things like road trips and travel. And also, he's really positive about that trip. He's a little bit naive. I guess that's why it's called the Fool. But he's definitely looking forward to learning. He's really curious about the things he'll see, the people he'll meet, the conversations that he'll have, and they're all very mercurial things. So the other thing I just wanted to mention, I've got my Archangel book here by Richard Webster. And he is an absolute expert on the archangels. And we've got here for Gemini, the archangel that rules Gemini is Ambriel. And Ambriel is pale yellow in colour. And he looks after, he's someone that can be called on for people born in May, hence Gemini. Or he governs the month of May, as it says there. And his the right angel to talk to if you're seeking Gemini traits like curiosity, adaptability, versatility, quick wit, expressiveness, good communication. He's also great for helping people who are searching for new work, opportunities, and responsibilities. So look, I hope you learnt a little bit there around Gemini and the types of energies that will be around after the 21st of May. Have a wonderful Gemini season. See ya.